Is embarrassment around the corner for Kamala Khan? Can she even keep pace with a loser villain like the Shocker? Well, let's find out together, shall we, as we hop into Ms. Marvel issue number 33. Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, poor Kamala Khan's powers are out of control. She keeps growing and shrinking at alarming rates and completely at random. Aw, hey now Ms. Marvel, that's nothing to be embarrassed of. That happens to a lot of teens during puberty, although it's usually teenage boys, and it's, you know what, let's drop this. To truly add some salt in the wounds, these power dysfunctions come at the worst time. Shocker has decided that he wants to forsake New York to take over Jersey City, and while most other superheroes like Spider-Man or Daredevil don't even waste a second punch on old Herman Schultz anymore, poor Kamala can't even get one off on him. Now while this is going on, poor Bruno is trapped on the sidelines, forced to watch, not knowing exactly what to do and still kind of blaming himself for Kamala's current power predicament. How bad is it? Well, for a second she stops growing bigger and smaller and actually grows, well, flatter, and then I think they seek to imply that she maybe dips into the microverse for a little bit. Again, they actually seek to be doing some retconning this arc on how exactly it is Ms. Marvel's powers work and how powerful she might very well one day be with enough practice and training. Eventually, Ms. Marvel is able to chase Schultz back to his lair, a Shocker shack, if you will, made up of a bunch of garbage. Yes, while superheroes may share many commonalities, it's true at the end of the day no two villains are alike or evil in the same way. Ms. Marvel decides to take the bait and walk inside Shocker's mousetrap long enough for him to go on a villainous monologue saying in how New York he never got any respect, he was just one masked face in a sea of millions. But here though, in Jersey, he can be special, he can be a somebody. I mean, after all, the city is defended by a child, and Schultz can beat up a child, right? He's certainly shameless enough. In fact, the Shocker is weirdly excited about this, saying that if they fight each other, they can really boost each other's rep, right? And start a brand new career as arch nemeses. Kamala rebukes Shocker right away and delivers probably one of the best lines I've read in a comic in a long time. I don't need an arch nemesis, I have real life problems. Seriously, G. Will Wilson, that line is brilliant. Put it on a shirt, I will buy two. Never have I heard a better character thesis summed up so simply. Meanwhile, back at the lab, Bruno desperately tries to crack the code on Ms. Marvel's powers, figuring that Kamala could get herself killed with them on the fritz even if she is fighting a lower tier foe like Shocker. Of course, as is so often the case in Marvel Comics when super science is on the menu, Bruno might actually have ended up causing more harm than good when trying to recreate the means in which Ms. Marvel uses her powers. But for how exactly he sinned against man and nature, we'll have to pick up the next issue. So that was Ms. Marvel issue number 33, everybody, and overall I continue to really enjoy this series. This was a fun and funny arc. Chock filled with great lines as well as a really smart use for the Shocker. A villain who is so often forgotten yet who actually has some interesting depth and utility when a writer is willing to plunge said depths. Overall, I feel comfortable giving this one another 8 out of 10. Really solid stuff.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cave Joel again. I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, why not take a closer look at some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cave Joel so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in a supportive mood, why not check out my Patreon page? Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. I would really appreciate it, and with that, I will be sure to be back again next time with even more great comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye-bye, everyone.